This is Manor, and no, not Manor. If you don't associate Manor as an iconic city of Central Texas, it's okay, because I didn't either. Coming in 3 years ago, I was about as ignorant as I could be. I knew nothing about the infrastructure, school system, or the culture. All I knew was that I was forced to be here by my dad in hopes that I may get a quality high school experience in a school outside of the larger 5 and 6A school that I would have attended otherwise. Little did I know, coming here has been one of the most formative changes of my life.
I think the biggest change is I moved from close to LA, and so coming from such a big city and coming when the population was 1,000 and change was very much a culture shock. I came here and there was no grocery store. We had one light. I think it was a blinking light. Community, I think, has been very welcoming to people that are from out of town, that have, moved from Austin or moved from California or moved from wherever. I think it's just such a welcoming place, and it's a place where I think if you want to be involved, there's an opportunity. It's been great to see all the projects that have been going up that we've approved, and great to see all the advancements, partnerships that have been formed that we didn't have before. Maybe other cities didn't maybe understand where Manor was or what we were about. And I think people now know where Manor is. And I think before I was just like, where's Manor? But now I think people really do know, everything from our ratings in our schools to the traffic to, our new mayor to, the great things that we've done. I think Manor's on the map.
I've lived in Manor. I grew up in Manor. I was born in the 70s and went to Head Start, graduated in 1989 from Manor High School. Those adolescent years, and then went into the military and actually moved back to Manor. Growing up, Manor was a real small community. I think when I was in high school, I think we had 498 people on the city limits sign. And so I've watched it actually develop and grow from this small community where if you stood downtown, you would know, half the people that came through the four-way stop sign to now it's a stoplight there, and it's just a ton of traffic coming through there. So I watched it grow from this small community to the community that it is now. I continue to see growth here. See more housing developments coming to Manor, apartment complexes, and more people coming. I see the school continuing to grow. And it's changed, from what I remember growing up, but it's a welcome change. And I'm just excited to see the place that I love continue to grow.
Been in Manor probably a little bit over 32 months, retired out of the U.S. Army back in June 2017 and moved directly here. What kind of drew me to Manor was having looked into the Westlake area, Austin area, a lot of different other areas. Manor was basically geographically just placed in the right place, being almost 15 to 30 minutes from every major city: Pflugerville, Round Rock, Cedar Park, Austin, Del Valley. No matter where else you go, you're not gonna have that kind of central access in and out to all these different places. So Manor was really kind of that nucleus of you're only 10, 15 minutes away from the hustle and bustle, but at the same time, when you come home, this ain't Austin, My predecessor was the first female Hispanic mayor for the city of Manor. I'm the first African-American mayor for the city of Manor. Those are milestones in their own right, especially the history and the heritage of where Manor came from, right? Those are even milestones when you talk about Manor being roughly only 10 miles outside of Austin. Manor is 51% Hispanic, 25% African American. Our school district is 60% Hispanic, 20% African American. At one time, it used to be 66% Caucasian. Now they're 33% here within Manor. So it does change a lot of the concepts, a lot of the ways that we need to operate. But then again, city-wise, it changes how we term minority. Because not only are we talking about the general minority of Hispanic, underserved, underprivileged, but now even our Caucasian population is a minority. A lot of the changes in mentality now within the city of Manor is we can no longer just say if they want to come to us, they'll come. But how do we start messaging who we are, what we have, the things that people don't know about, the uniquenesses of Manor that only us in Manor knew, but wasn't sharing with everybody else because we wanted to keep Manor, in a sense, to ourselves because it was just perfect.
Really, at the end of the day, we're one family,
One mission.
One heart.